Hello and welcome to this latest ITS podcast. Really glad that you're joining us again. We're pleased to have with us today Cal and Howard from our technical services team. Hello, Cal. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. It's great to be on the podcast.
Good to have you here. So you're the technical service. It says on here that you are the technical services lead for UK, Ireland, and Nordics cluster. What does that mean?
So it's a multifaceted role. So I head up the pre-sales, installation, support, post-installation teams. Still very much a hands-on role. So I'll carry out discovery calls, demonstrations, and assist with help desk tickets as well.
So you're managing pre-sales, installs, and post-sales, all these things. So that's quite a broad brush. It must make life interesting for you.
Yeah. So obviously it comes with its benefits as well. So obviously I can see the full life cycle. So from an inquiry coming in, to an install going through, and then to the support and that ticket as well. Obviously within the team, we also have a support lead to obviously assist with the day-to-day as well.
All right. So how long have you been working with paper cut solutions?
So I've got the first version I actually touched was back in 2013. 13 years now, Perf Cut for me.
Wow, that's good. And what do you think of it? Has it grown over that time?
Oh, it's come on leaps and bounds. I think, if I remember correctly, version 13, possibly even 12, it was before integrated scanning. So it's still very much just the hold release. And obviously over the years, with everything else that's now come into it, such as print to play, obviously mobility prints grow on legs as well. The products come on, leaps and bounds.
What do you think has been the biggest, most important change?
Probably the biggest and probably the most relevant for getting us up to speed now would probably be the print to play. So obviously mobility print and print to play together, which is obviously without going into the weeds too much for the people listening. With customers moving from local domains such as Active Directory, and now looking for cloud identity providers such as Enter or Google Workspace, we can now use mobility print and print to play, to solve the printing issues that come with that.
Yeah, we're seeing that a lot now. A lot of our partners are asking us for help and support when they're going down that path. And I guess it's the pre-sales team that are getting involved in a lot of the scoping for our customers as well.
It's become a big thing probably over the past 18 months, maybe even a little bit longer. We've seen a steady increase in the tickets coming in for them sort of queries. And obviously ITS as part of what we do and obviously what we offer the partners is obviously we're more than happy to scope a solution with a customer if it's a fresh solution, but also for existing ones where they are moving, potentially from a local domain to a cloud provider. We can help them choose the right solution and the right product to get them up and printing again.
Yeah, I guess you really shouldn't underestimate the value and the power in the pre-scope and the pre-sales role that we can offer and support we can offer our partners. There's no cost to it. We're there to help them and assist and guide, and just to make sure we put the right solution in that's going to meet the requirements of their end users.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, as you said, it's a service we offer. A good chunk of our partners do use us for them services, but there is still a lot of partners out there that still, to keep it all in-house and crack on. But by all means, they can use it as little or as often as they want.
But I guess we prefer they use us more often than not, because what we don't want to do is get involved in that post-sales side of things where they've gone out, they've done it themselves, and then they've done the install and run into problems and then call us up for help. Now, if we can get in there early doors.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a good point to make, John, because I think when you look at it like that, it's it's a lot easier to put the right solution at the beginning than to try to unpick something that's already weeks into production.
Yeah. So we've been supporting our partners for years now, providing with that pre-sales and scoping point of view. But you kind of expanded that a little bit more recently with the team and what they're able to deliver. So what value are they adding, do you think?
Yeah, so probably going back to what we just said, I think, a simple query might come in and it might just be, giving the partner peace of mind that, what the track that they're on is correct. Or it could even be, an end user's gone to one of our partners with a query, the partner's not sure. So we can jump on a call, we can sit through it, we can do that discovery piece for the partner and then recommend exactly what is needed going forward. So not only is the partner confident in the product, but so is the end user as well, which is obviously the most important thing.
So I guess we do the pre-sales and it all goes well. The order comes in and the partner wants us to help with the implementation. What's the next stage? The order comes in, we get it processed. What happens next? How can you describe the process to our partners?
Yeah, so there's 2 steps there. So again, as you said, if the order's already been processed, obviously we're still there as a consultative approach. But again, probably pulling it back a little bit as part of that pre-sale scope that we will do and we're happy to carry out. We can also provide professional services. So as part of, we can decide on the solution, suggest a product, get a quote sent over. What we can also do alongside that is provide another quote to also carry out the installation ourselves. So not all partners want that. Some partners need it, some don't. And again, there's various reasons for that as well. It could be the first time they're selling a particular product. It could be an overflow. They've got a busy period and they want to use our professional services for that to get it over the line. There's different aspects you can use as for. So again, as part of that professional services portfolio, we can do the full installation, from installing the core product to the add-ons to the embedded, or even if, it could just be that there's it might be the first time you're configuring print deploy, for instance. And we're more than happy for the partner to shadow that installation as well. So get some hands-on experience, see how we do it, and then going forward, they can do it themselves, or again, come back to us and we'll do that going forward.
Oh, that's brilliant, because I get asked that all the time. It's like, oh, ITS are doing the installation. Can they join in? Can they watch and learn? So it's really good that is you confirm that. So I always say yes because it's my job to say yes. But it's good to hear it. It's good to hear it from the technical team as well. So thank you for that, Cal. That's brilliant.
Yeah, no problem.
I guess as part of the paper-cut ecosystem, it's been the same for donkey's years. Now, if an end user's got a problem, they will contact our partner. Our partner will act as first-line support. If they can't resolve it, they then contact our help desk, and we'll work with the partner to resolve the problem. But what we're being asked more and more by our partners is, can we support the end user direct? So in the last 12 months or so, we've introduced direct end user support, where the end user can contact us direct. Can you talk us through that a little bit, Callum, and the process and how that works?
Yeah, definitely. And just to touch on that, we've had some great feedback on this as well. But probably the biggest thing with this and the most important part is that we can remove a link in that chain of support. So obviously this is something that does get forgotten about, is that, as you said, an end user has an issue, they go to their partner. For whatever reason, the partner can't resolve it. It could be a tier 2, tier 3 issue. They then come to us, and then again, if it needs escalating again, we'll go to paper cut. So that, potentially 4 links in that chain to get something resolved. What we can offer is that the end user can come directly to us. So obviously it's removing that partner out of the equation. The partner can still be aware of the ticket if they want to be. But generally, the end user will come directly to ITS, and then we can get straight on with supporting the customer. What that means is, obviously, if that ticket's obviously been sent to the partner and then sent on to us, there's obviously a time delay in between that. There's obviously another chain when it gets sent back the other way. And then secondly, for the other side of that as well, as part of the professional services, and looping back to the previous comment is, we might have carried out the installation, we've carried out the embedded, and as part of that, the partner might also want us to then handle the end user support, obviously for the software element. Obviously, we don't get involved with the hardware, but from the actual software element that we supply, we can then become that full, almost one-stop shop, if you would. Is obviously we can install the solution, and then we can also support it on the back end as well.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Tony. I'm seeing it more and more with partners where they're picking certain projects, certain customers, where they're going, we don't have the resource to maintain and support this end user direct. Can they come to you? Or maybe it's a new partner, and they just subscribe to 12 months worth of juice, direct end user support. Because they think after 12 months, we can look after it ourselves, and we can just hand it back to the partner to look after. So really, they've got the best of both worlds. How they utilise it.
Absolutely. I think we worked really hard, didn't we, Cal, on the way it was constructed and the way it was priced. So it's not a global setting for all of our customers. One of our resellers, end user customers, is on a per customer basis.
Yes.
But the pricing based on the number of devices, I think, typically that are being managed. So it just scales really nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And this is it. We've been fair with it. It's not just a cookie cutter approach. We scale it similar to the way that the product's licensed. So it is a fair approach for everybody.
Yeah. And you said you had some really good feedback on it. Have you got any sort of particular, again, I like headlines. I like things which, like say, this is really cool because.
Yeah, it's more like the biggest feedback we get is it's removing that link in that churn. And we've actually had recently, obviously I won't name any customers, but we had a customer that started off with Juice. For whatever reason, they ended up going back to the partner over time. Obviously, they've had 12 months of that, and then they've now come back going, please can we sign back up to Juice again? Obviously, they felt the pain points of having to go through the different channel, having another layer of support in there. It's just, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense for a lot of customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just about giving flexibility to our partners. You know, they can support the ones they want to support, the ones they don't want to, they can pass back to us and we'll look after them for them.
Yeah, I think the key thing is it's fully optional, isn't it, for our resellers? If they've got the skills in-house to be able to support their customers, absolutely fantastic. But like you said, if there's a particular project or a particular client where they think, you know what, we'd like to outsource that, then we're here to do that. So it's brilliant to know that we can rely on your team, Cal, to deliver that. So awesome.